welcome to this week's show of Talk TV. I am the host, Captain Emmanuel Mwenda. Now, this week we have a very interesting program for you because it is called The Battle. Now, this is where we have cars battling it out head to head, and this week we have 3 cars, that is the Vitz, the Fit, and the Colt. And believe you me, you do not want to miss this. So
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
This is the Vitz. I don't know what else to say. It's the car you see every day in the morning, either in front or behind. You know how Toyota keeps saying the car in front of you is always a Toyota. Well, similarly this is it. Looks wise, from the last generation, I think it's getting better in a way. It's like, you know, growing your hair slightly out. Not much, but it's a bit. There's not much to think about here. Let me actually turn off the engine. Oh, there's also something to say about the engine noise. It's like a blender. When you throw in a few avocados into the blender, plus a few stones, it's nothing to write home about. But yeah, it's a bit. Or, fun fact, the Yaris or Clavia, depending on where you got it from. From Japan, it could be the Vitz. From Europe, it is a Clavia. From America, it is. I keep forgetting the one. What's the one? Yes, the Yaris. So, let me switch that pin off. It's not very good. Let's come to the size. This one. There are 2 doors, 2 handles, a side mirror. I'm really struggling with the bottom of the barrel for this. From this angle though, it looks like there's space. But we get into the car and we realize that space is a bit, you know, too advertised. Something not right about the space. We do have the aerial, like a small, that's the sprinkler for the back window, and the washers, yes, that's the one. It's okay. Again, it's a Vitz. I'll stop saying that eventually at some point. Let's pop the boot, stroke trunk.
So here is the boot, the rear end, and as you can see, it's pretty normal. I can't call it beautiful or something. I think it's just what you need. The lights are pretty decent. You've got the label riveted across. And let's find out what the boot is. So this is the boot. It's big enough, I believe, for your luggage or grocery shopping. And you've got a pocket to fit anything you want. I don't know what is here, but at least it's there. The spare tire, right? Not even the plain donut, but a normal tire. The wheel spanner. Yeah, a relatively quite a basic car.
So, Behind me is the Mitsubishi Colt 2002 to 2012. Now, as you can hear, it's named after a famous gun. But I'm here to find out whether this car lives up to the expectation of some of the gun owners, or does it just shoot blank? Join me. First things first, when I look at it, the lines are pretty much curvy. It's like they took an African architect who loved using bow and arrows and just decided to go with the curves. And if you actually look at it in a car, it's like you have bows everywhere, bow arches, and in front of it, it's sharp like an arrow. More or less, I would say the African did quite a good job making it look so bowy and arrow. But the length, the headlight length is really long. So if it got cracked or somebody decided to steal, that would be a very huge gap to look at. But at the same time, it's not that bad. They look like it was chopped off towards the end of the car. So it's not that bad, but the look, I would give it more of a 6 rather than a 8. But you know, you can also get a sportier version of the Colt and it looks way better just because it has a more aggressive bonnet, a more better styling on the side skirts and all that. But this is the basic level, and to me it looks just as fine. If anything, it looks better than the Vitz. Of course, it has windows just after or just below the windscreen to help with the visibility, so you don't have to strain looking out at blind spots as per your corner. It doesn't look as appealing to me as other cars. It still looks like it came out straight from the 90s, and that doesn't really fit well. Again, I'm not seeing any lines here. It's just one curved body all over, man. Another bow over here, another arrow over there, another bow over here. Man, it looks like it just got chopped over here. But I do like the back lights, really good. Though I think if one of these lenses got cracked, you'll have a very hard time maintaining it because you just have to buy a new one. And it's one long, it's actually half the length of the boot. The rear part is still steep. I'm not a big fan of how it looks at the back, but it's not that bad. Again, Mitsubishi, you guys need to improve on the handles over here because it looks old-fashioned. So, when I open the car, I see there is relatively smaller space. Looks like the 1999 model Toyota Vitz. Plenty of pockets to actually use. You can be able to access the springs from here, and if you are a rally fan, you can still put stretch bars behind just to say that you do rallying. Other than that, it doesn't have a huge lift, so putting things in and out is relatively easy. Just a moment. All right. So as you can see, the boot space is not that large considering that the chairs don't really fold flat, and neither do they fold up to the front. They only fold bending over. It doesn't somersault its way to the driver's side. And that might be a disadvantage for people who want to hold large or long amounts of goods. So what can I say about the back? It's relatively easy to enter, and it has a lot of headroom as well as legroom. It's pretty ample for somebody my size, and I am 6'2". Also, using these small pieces of string, or whatever they call it, you can actually pull it and recline your chair like this, and you can sit comfortably for the whole ride. Though the space here is a bit limited, and when you look back, you may be scared of the car behind you because you're really close to the mirror.
So here
we have the boot. It's not as large as you'd expect. But let's just pop the floor mat. Oh my god, this is not floor mat. This is cardboard. Okay, this is another thing with Toyota interiors, especially at this price range. The interiors are just bland. Look. Plastic. Look at this. It's all plastic and oh wait, there's something over here. Okay, that's a bit good. I'll admit. That's a bit nice. It at least pops out. And maybe they try that. I think someone in the department for boots, if that's a thing. Nobody says that's what she said, that's really bad. Here's the thing about Toyota interiors, especially at this price range. They are not much. They skip out on everything. This is cardboard. This is what you get from the supermarkets when you want to go pack your stuff when you're moving. Really, look at this. There's nothing here. It's cheap. Well, okay, it keeps the cost down and whatnot, but I don't know what else to say. So we have the what's it called? Ah, yes. There's a really nice word for this tie. It's usually called the donut. I like that name because it does look like a donut. And we also have the let's pop this open. We have the spanners, and this is for the towing. We'll show you how that works in a minute. So that's it for the boot. It looks okay. This part though, the lip, it's really high. So when you're loading something that's really heavy, you're going to have a bad time. Wow. This is not a lot of space really. You could fit maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 humans. A few. I don't know. Gas cylinders. I don't know what you put in there. Whatever it is, it's just going to be a few. There's not much space, especially considering the overhang, this obstruction. It really hinders space because that means you can't put anything at the bottom, especially if whatever you're putting in goes up to the front. It's really limiting in a way. But then again, it's a Vitz. Okay. This is where things are about to go really wrong. Just bear with me on this. Okay. Bear with me a little more. Now, this is what you define as a bench. This is not a back seat, this is a bench. I mean, look at it. I have sat on better benches somewhere along Kimathi Street or Koinange. This will get really uncomfortable really fast. But if you're doing town driving, well, I'd say okay, it's going to work for you. But if you're going really far, and by really far, I mean maybe 40 kilometers from where you're going, you'll get tired. Legroom is acceptable, but then again, I'm not 6'5", so I'm not the yardstick for this kind of measure. What else is here apart from Toyota interiors? Not much. We have the roof. We have this thing that you use to hold on to when the car is rough, when you just need somewhere to put your hand. Oh, look at this, look at this. We have something. This is for your handbag or your man bag. We don't judge. It has a capacity of 4 kilograms. My God, what are you putting in your handbag that's 4 kilograms? Okay, that's a question for another day. I won't ask that. The mats are okay. There is not much to be said here. This is also the other thing about the Vitz though. They have a lot of space for cups. I don't know. There's something I just noticed. This is space for most likely a cup. But when you zoom in close on this small marking, it says no cups, but just bottles. Now, I don't know. This is for a cup. So finally, I found something sort of redeeming about the Vitz. I'm going to call it the Vitz Party House because this car has an immense and unusual number of cups, holders, and bottles. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4, 5, depending on how big your cups are. This is 9, this is 10. Why does the driver have a cup? No, and again, this is a party house. So whoever's using this car is usually going to, the rallies. 11 11 cup holders. How are the 11 cup? Oh my god. This is actually a kitchen rack. You can have, I don't know. Toyota, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm amazed, actually. I'm amazed.
The thing I like most about this particular car is the leg, the boot space once you pull the seat. And the seat folds flat, completely flat. You just pull this lever and it's the biggest car in its class for the space and everything, since this is also priced as a tiny city hatch due to its price and the equipment that you get.